Hey, what's up? You already know what it is, man. It's Brokers Talk. This is part two of the first thing you got to do as a freight agent, right? Or freight broker. Sorry. It's been a long day. I'm at the office right now. I'm about to go ahead and wrap things up. I had to do a little inventory. But if you haven't seen part one, go ahead after this video, go watch part one so you can kind of catch up and see what we're talking about. And then part two will make a lot more sense. But before you do that, watch the video. You're already here, huh? Right? You're already here. But let's take care of some housekeeping. I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, Broker Talk. It's all things freight brokers, you know what I mean? For my first time freight brokers, for my year freight broker, this is stuff to help you learn. You know what I mean? It's real time. I'm learning, you guys are learning, and hopefully this channel right here can shed some light into the freight broker industry and also answer some of y'all questions. You feel me? So with that being said, let's get the video started. Yeah, y'all read the titles, man. The big mafias of the trucking industry. Now, like I said, this is part two of part one of first step of a freight broker. But there's something that really don't get talked about a lot. And that's the three credit bureaus or agencies that kind of monitor of what and what. And I'm going to explain to you right now. One of them is Experian, Dun Bradstreet, and Ansonia. Those three right there are the three major ones that actually monitor your credit data. And if you're running into a lot of stuff, especially if you're a first-time freight broker and you got your brokerage, you got your Sherry Bond, all that stuff, and you're putting loads out there, and customers or carriers are calling you up, and then they call you back and say, well, we can't factor with you because you have a low credit score, right? Or you have none at all. And you're kind of dumbfounded, like, what the hell are you talking about credit score, man? Look, bro, I factored 20 carriers already. You know, I paid out 20 of them. Cash money, you know? What you mean? Well, that's the three big. Those credit reports, man, you got to build your credit up, man. It sucks, you know? Because what happened is it kind of hinder your growth in the beginning. You know, you got to build your credit. So that's why I want to go ahead and do a part two of, yeah, you need a factoring company. But what you really need to do is build your credit up. You know, you got Experian, Dun Bradstreet, and Ansonia. Experian, they have personal credit, and we also have business credit. Now, you got to understand, right? Business credit and personal credit are two different things. Personal credit is required by law for companies to report your credit. You know, I mean, credit cards, bank, and stuff like that, mortgage. They have to report your credit so the government can know if you're paying on time, if you're behind, you know what I mean? To get a history or data of that. Now, with the business side, they're not required to report your credit or report you as a business or your business, meaning that you can pay 1,000 carriers your first year and not one of them have to report, meaning that you could pay 1,000 carriers your first year and here on your second year you find out your credit sucks because those 1,000 carriers didn't report that you actually paid them on time. They're not obligated to do that, of course. They don't have to do that, you know, but it'd be nice, you know what I mean? Us freight brokers would love that, you know what I mean? But there are ways around that, like, hey, if your carriers are part of a program or their factoring companies are either Experian, Ansonia, or Dun Bradstreet, everybody with Dun Bradstreet, they can report to them and let them know that so-and-so broker paid us on time. Now, remember, that takes time. Some of these carriers and dispatchers don't got time for that, man. They're trying to slide, man. You hear me? They're ready. They're already on to the next one, man. So, and like I say, it hinders freight brokers. You know what I mean? It sucks. You know what I mean? You call your customer up. You tell your customer, hey, listen, man, I got this load. They picked it up. You get the rate con and lane confirmation, and then they call you back, the carrier, and saying that they can't work with you because you have no credit. So I made this video part two to kind of show you how you can build your credit up the first 6 months. Yes, the first 6 months is gonna be shaky. I'm not saying you're not gonna be able to get loads. I'm not saying you're not gonna be able to find carriers that's gonna work with you. But like I said, about close to like 98%. So let me knock it down. Let's say 89% of carriers use factoring companies. And it's phenomenal for carriers because they don't have to worry about waiting for the broker to pay them. Basically, you get paid by your factoring company in full, and then the factoring company will bill the broker, and the broker literally has 30 days to pay the factoring company. On the flip side, when you're a broker and you have a factoring company, you'll send the factoring company the PODs, the invoice, the bill of lading, and all that stuff. And the factoring company will send that to the customer. And then the factoring company will give you a percentage of your profit. Meaning if you had a profit of $300, you're not getting your whole $300. You're going to get a percentage of that. The rest will be put in a reserve until the 30 days are up for your customer to pay them in full. But remember, whatever carrier you register on your factoring company, they get paid in full the next day. So if you don't have the reserve to wait 30 days to get your cut, here's our other ways. There's other ways to build your credit up and putting a gun to a carrier's head and tell them, hey, you better report this, man. I'm giving you this money, but you better freaking report. No, I'm just playing. But you can't do that. You know what I mean? That's gonna be another charge, and you're gonna lose your license. You're gonna do it's just too much. It's a mess. Yeah, you probably mess up your credit. It's gonna be like you're bankrupt your own company, right? But what you can do is there's several steps of building your credit as a freight broker that a lot of people don't really talk about. And that's one, setting up with Dun Bradstreet. If you're a new company, you want to set your business up with Dun Bradstreet, because that's going to help build your credit up. You can monitor your credit. You can see what's going on, if it's a high risk, low risk, or whatever the case may be. And there are programs with Dun Bradstreet. Now, they're kind of pricey. If you want to know the price, write down the comment below, and I'll let you know the programs that Dun Bradstreet got. I actually will send you a link that has all of that. So write in the comment below, so give me the jouet, and I'll send you the link, of Dun Bradstreet. And they kind of help monitor your credit. You know what I mean? They go out, and if you pay someone, they'll go out and reach out to them, and they'll talk to them and say, hey, did so-and-so pay you? And if, you know what I mean? So if you did, and typically you did, they will go ahead and send that out to the credit bureaus. And other ways of kind of going around it your first 6 months is stuff like this. Newline. Now, if you don't know what this is, then I don't know what course you took, but you need to get your money back. This is Newline, right? Newline is a company. There's other companies like Quell and other stuff that actually you can sign up with, right? You sign up to those companies, and you go ahead and you can buy products for your business. Of course, you got your business account with your business debit card, and you actually can go online and you buy products like tissue paper and typical things that you'll buy, because a lot of us, our office is at our house. So there's nothing wrong buying a tissue paper, for the office. Nothing wrong buying pencils for the office. Nothing wrong with doing that. Nothing wrong getting tape for the office. And what you do is you get in a plan where you pay in 30 days. Now, these companies actually report to the credit bureau. So the more and more you buy from them, right, the more and more that you'll buy for your household, office, the better your credit will look, because they actually report to those three bureaus that I told you. They report to them. They let them know that, hey, so-and-so pays me on time. It's pretty good, I like that, That's what we like. You know what I'm saying? And it looks good on you. So when these carriers who deal with these factoring companies, they actually log into those systems, Dun & Bradstreet, Ansonia, and Experian. They actually log into those systems to see if you're a high risk, low risk, if you're in the middle. And by doing this, your first 6 months, right? Your first 6 months, you're buying products, you're paying it on time, you're dealing with customers, you're telling them, hey, listen, to the carriers, hey, can you please report saying that I paid you? Send them a nice little email saying, thank you for your business. I really appreciate it. Let's do this again. But if you can, click on this link, or if you can, call this number. However, they can go around that, to get your data reported. And also you can log on to Experian, right? Ansonia. It's a long day, man. Forgive me. You can log on to Ansonia, right? Set up a profile. You can monitor your credit. They give you tips and ideas and what you can do to build your credit up your first 6 months. And guess what? If you build your credit up the first 6 months the right way, you actually can get you a major credit card. Right? That's the joy I'm about to tell you right now. I can't tell you on the lie. You know what I mean? Write in the comment below right now if you want to know that's right. And I'll tell you a major credit card that actually sponsor, or actually your business can get this credit card. And the main important of a credit card, you might be like, I don't want no credit card. I'm getting paid cash money. I'm making $7, $8, $9, $10,000 from these customers. Why do I need a stinky credit card? Because you get points on your credit card. Every time you swipe your card, they give you a certain amount of points, which racks up. And guess what? If you want to go on your vacation at the end of the year, it's all for free because you're paying with your points. Use your head, sleepy brain. I'm telling y'all, man. So that's who the big mafia of the freight industry or the trucking industry. And those are some tips that you can help build your company business credit up, and it can help you in the long run avoid situations, because as soon as you get your credit up, the more carriers you're able to work with, the more loads you're able to secure, the better you look, and that means the more money you make, man. So thank you for watching this video. It wasn't too long of a video. It's a Saturday. I'm at the office, you know what I mean? And like I said, if you haven't watched part 1 of this video, go ahead, go watch that video, and then you guys can kind of put it together. And I also have more videos out there that you guys can watch. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Broker Talk, man. I got to go, man. It's about that time, man.